go. A lot of fans had their sights set on this particular matchup, and I think a lot of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community really curious to see if this guy can make a run at a UFC World title.
He excites them because he's a guy that has come to the UFC with that background and has excelled. He's getting better every single time he steps into the octagon. And you know what? He's a guy that specializes in grappling. So when you're on the ground, you're in trouble. He knows that. He's comfortable there. He recognizes that if he can get you to the floor, you are in a heap of trouble. Let's see how he plans to do that tonight.
And he certainly was quick to acknowledge all the power and the skill on the other side, but this man has a composure and a maturity that belies his years, and we are excited to see him compete in a big setting here tonight. Well, his success has truly been one of the feel-good stories in mixed martial arts over the last several years. Charles Oliveira kind of left for dead by people in 2018, then went on to become the best lightweight in the world, and still believes he could be that yet again if he can get a win tonight.
He's got to win tonight. He's got to get going in the right direction. You lose your championship in the way that he did, you question whether or not Oliveira has the mental makeup to get back going in the right direction. How can you question it, though, when we have seen what he has done prior? This guy is a tremendous striker, unbelievable jiu-jitsu. If you're on the ground with him, you're constantly in danger. He can submit you from any single position. Charles Oliveira's special, man, and it's always fun to be able to call one of his fights.
And I'm not sure minute for minute there is a more exciting fighter in mixed martial arts today than Charles Oliveira. And thankfully, the MMA masses get to watch him compete yet again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Beneil Dariush. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, so Charles Oliveira ready to get back to it right now. He has evolved his game into the most dangerous lightweight in the world, maybe the most dangerous pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now here in modern-day mixed martial arts. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oliveira's got his hand looking for a guillotine. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. He passed the half guard. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Dariush is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. Beautiful ground strikes landed. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. Oh, good defense, yes. Trying to recover full guard there. Great job landing the strike from his back.
making all these shots count. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. He passes to half guard. Great defense by this fighter.
Dariush is back in full guard. Midway through round one.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Oliveira going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective.
Nice transition.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Gotta be careful, armbar. What a tight armbar. Trying to finish the armbar. Now, all he's got to do now is get his hips up into the back of the elbow to get the finish.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Oliveira.
Great submission defense.
90 seconds to go now. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Now it's his mount.
Dariush is in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing.
Oliveira's got an arm, looks like he's trying to lock up a Kimura.
That Kimura looks tight. He's got to attack the wrist here, John. Make short movements up to separate the arm from the body if he wants to get a finish.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. So Charles Dubronx Oliveira, as well-rounded a force as we have in the game, and mixing it up pretty well here, Toe.
He's mixed it up well, but there's a reason why Charles Oliveira is the most successful submission artist in UFC history. Because when you get on the ground, you are constantly under attack. Charles Oliveira on the ground is like nothing we've seen before. He has a confidence about him that when you're down there, he's going to submit you. And he has done that more times than not.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Deep breath. Respira ahí. Sienta ahí. Breathe into the nose, out the mouth. All right, ahí. Tomo agua ahí. Oh, escupe. The kicks are working good.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
All right, round two. All right, DC is back from the concession stand as we get our next round underway, and you had to like what you saw in terms of the volume and the efficiency on the feet in that previous round.
Oh, he did a great job of just being active, really setting down on those right hands, showing that it was not only going to be striking, but a lot of significant strikes landed over the course of that round.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across,
oh, that's got to be it. Oh, somehow, somewhere he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Oliveira's in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oliveira's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulders. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety. There are many, many attacks here. Let's see which one he chooses to go after. Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Let's fight, come on.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Oh, heavy kick to the body.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, he got out. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Oh, right into mount.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Dariush. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
I need more elbows from the top.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing.
Nice defense.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush. They get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
All right, senta aí, relaxa. Olha, tá muito perto essa luta. It's way too close, okay? So I need you to outwork this guy in everything on the takedown.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Going back to his patented kicks here, but unable to find the target there. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Oh, high kick.
Knee to the body now, it's blocked. Oh, is that a huge strike right there? I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. He's getting lit up right now, John. Oh, nice leverage.
Keep your top control and look for those elbows.
He passes to half. Nice. Now he's got good body position, yup.
It's work. Let's stand it up. It's work.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Dariush. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous. But there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Dariush.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Dariush is back in full mount.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Heel hook looks tight. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Good work from the top here by Oliveira. Another ground and pound strike lands. And now he's got the back. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Beautiful transition. He flattens him out. This could be trouble.
Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, come on. That's got to be it.
It's work. I'm going to stand this up.
That's tight. Oh, he got out.
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
30 seconds left. Let's go.
Dariush is right back to the full mount here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Dariush, ground and pound from half guard. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Stop.
Olha, senta aí. Olha, você quase nocauteou ele essa vez, tá? Ele não quer mais lutar. Ele não quer mais estar nessa luta. He doesn't want to be in this fight anymore, okay? You just gotta
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oliveira's
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for. He's going to guillotine. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Lands with the ground and pound.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Beautiful transition.
Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slips through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
Well, it looks like that Darce is tight.
It looks like the Darce choke is in. He's got it locked in now. What he's got to do is start to feed his hips, try to hook the leg so that his opponent can't roll to his back. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, that was deep, but he got out.
That was beautiful submission defense by this guy.
And now he reverses position. Wow. Dariush's eye is closing up. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Getting them out here.
Oh, submission attempts in bunches tonight. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
How in the world did he escape that submission? There it is. Now he's going out. He's got to start throwing down.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Dariush is in half guard. All right, side control now. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Under 2 minutes to go. Back mount now. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in the top position.
Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's going to have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling because this guy is getting pieced up.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, right into side control, upper body.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the Darce here.
That Darce is tight.
That Dariush choke is very tight. What he has to do now is slide that arm up under the neck, lock it in the crevice, make a figure four, and then try to finish this fight.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out! I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the Horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Nice kick landed there by Dariush.
Sneaky head kick.
A shot to the body. His opponent crippled, but not out yet.
He's trying to keep him in a poker face, but he's hurt very, very bad. Nice level change. And now he's in a guillotine. That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, he's out. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Dariush is in half guard.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. He's out. What's this defense on this play?
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Good, solid strike on the ground. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Fighters are inverted now on the ground.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Oliveira. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, nice.
Oliveira is able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Going Kimura now.
Oh, looks like he's got the submission locked in. He's in real trouble.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Side control now.
In the half guard.
And right into side control. Oliveira is able to transition back to side control now.
Great job landing from the top position. Now he's going full mount.
These ground strikes are starting to add up.
That was nice.
Oliveira's right back to the full mount.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning.
In position for a submission attempt here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. You gotta be kidding me. He's out. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack it. Oh, elbow inside.
Dariush is back into full guard. Oh, big elbow from the top. Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. All right, feet on the hips here.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Oliveira.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
Dariush is trying for a submission here. Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so a lot to like over the distance of that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight and largely got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking. And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up. And that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira!
All right, so there it is. A lot of fans expected Charles Oliveira to get the finish tonight. He doesn't, but still a dominant performance and a decision win.
Just dominant and showing once again the evolution of Charles Oliveira, not only physically, but mentally. He goes the distance and he gets the job done.